And on that note, we begin Chapter 3, The Black Orbment. So, that song that just played, chances are, even if you're not familiar with this series, you might have heard that song before. It's not an exaggeration to say that that song might be more popular than this game itself. It's called Silver Will, and we'll be hearing it a lot as the Trails in the Sky series progresses. Meanwhile, Estelle and Joshua are back at Ruan, none the wiser. Yeah, they sell non-alcoholic drinks, right? True. I'm gonna miss Ruan. I really like the Ruan region. As I've said before, it's a place that I feel like I could really go on holiday to in real life one day. You know, if it actually existed. Yeah, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out, presumably. Yeah, that's kinda true. Yeah, it does. They're not feeling the sense of betrayal at all. They weren't the ones who put him there. Yep, there's Sieg. Hi there, most broken bird next to Tivan. Unfortunately, we're gonna miss you. because soon we'll actually be saying goodbye to Kloe. The general rule is new chapter, new party members, and who will be our party member for chapter 3? Well, we'll find out sooner or later. This is going to be sad for Estelle, because Kloe is one of the first serious friends she's made in a very long time outside of Joshua, really. So it's going to be hard to say goodbye to her. Yeah, we've been there before. Unfortunately, Duke Junan has too. And so, we have our party together again, at least temporarily. So if there's anything you want to take care of with Kloe right now, now is the time. So, unlike the previous chapters, there's actually no quest that we need to accept before leaving the region. There are only 2 things to do. The first one is to go ahead and buy Liberl News issue 6, because that's just become available. Breaking story, Ruan mayor arrested. A sudden arrest. Yesterday afternoon, Ruan's mayor, Maurice Dalmore, 48, was arrested by the Royal Guard on suspicion of arson and intent to commit other crimes. His steward, Gilbert Stein, 25, was arrested on the same charges. Both are in custody of the Intelligence Division and have been transferred to Leiston Fortress. A horrifying rampage by the incumbent mayor. Mayor Dalmore is suspected of ordering the arson carried out on the Mercia orphanage and plotting the theft of the donations as well. Although those responsible for committing the acts have not yet been caught, the mayor's steward, Gilbert, was seized at the scene, suggesting his involvement. Arsael aids in arrest. Mayor Dalmore abruptly fled his residence during questioning by the Bracer Guild, and attempted to flee down the Robine River in his personal yacht. The Bracers reacted quickly and alerted the Royal Guard, who rushed to the scene in the high-speed cruiser Arsael, and used its hull as a barrier to thwart the escape. After his apprehension, the suspect appeared to have a temporary lapse of memory, possibly due to shock, but has since regained his composure. So, technically we didn't actually call the Arsael, but I guess they don't know that. What motivated such a despicable act? A figure born into privilege and wealth who, for years, managed the affairs of the municipal government has fallen from grace, all for what in the end was nothing more than an enormous debt born from insatiable personal greed. In an investigation conducted by the Liberl News, it was uncovered that Maurice Dalmore had been engaged in a number of speculative market transactions. However, a year prior, these deals in the Republic fell through, and he was left with a substantial debt. In order to cover his losses, Dalmore diverted money from the city's budget and attempted to develop a number of resort homes to be built somewhere within the region. Perhaps reasoning that the profit gained from some prime real estate would hide his pilfering from the city coffers and restore his prior wealth. Unfortunately, the key to his plan, the Mercia orphanage, declined an offer to sell the land upon which it stood. The desperate suspect then resorted to arson and slipped into a heinous spree of crime. Society, Ruan awaits a speedy election. With the incumbent mayor under arrest and incapable of fulfilling his duties, Ruan's succeeding municipal government is expected to endure an extended period of confusion. However, through the abolishment of the aristocracy and simultaneous enactment of the Royal Charter, in instances such as this one, the law stipulates that an election must be held at the earliest possible date and a new mayor elected. Therefore, in the interest of public stability, a prompt and non-partisan election is awaited by all. Technology, the Orbital Calculator, Capel, #1 in processing ability worldwide. Mechanical computation through the application of orbments has been used in a vast range of fields, beginning with navigational equipment aboard airships. However, the Capel, which is located in Zeiss Central Factory, reigns supreme in this department. The Capel has the ability to instantly locate information from within its databanks, which currently store an amount equal to that of numerous encyclopedias. Its inventor, Professor Russell, is presently researching further possible applications for the technology. Yes, they already have early computers in this universe. And the second, which I suppose I could actually take care of right now, is to go all the way back to Genis Royal Academy, because yeah, it's still open to you. Well, I'm sure that'd be the one class in this whole place Estelle would actually like. Well, yeah, this one follows, in a way, Japanese school rules and has club activities, but yeah, that's an interesting way to translate the Go Home Club, which is a common way of describing that in Japanese culture. Oh boy, yeah, I'm sure people could be very sadistic when writing those kinds of things. Might as well say goodbye to Dean Collins while we're here. Here we go, finally! Yeah, I kind of forgot where this was. I knew it was somewhere in the academy, but I'd forgotten exactly where, and it turns out it's in the Material Archives. Carnelia Chapter 6, you could probably guess it was one of those. While we're here, though, are Jill and Hans? Yep, they are here. Maybe. Sadly, Kloe won't be coming along with us. No, I'm sure we'll see these two again someday. So, those are really the only two things we absolutely need to do before leaving the region. But it'd be heartless not to say goodbye to the matron and the kids. Well, a shining palm ran into me, I may as well take that opportunity.
We're good to go.
Barely worth any experience now, but the Seepeth is definitely appreciated. Guess no one's told them yet, but I'm sure someone will read the paper to them eventually. So yeah, people all over the region now are basically talking about their reactions to the mayor's arrest. But, yeah, the matron and the kids are here. Unfortunately, we are. Yeah, you especially. I'm sure you definitely appreciate what we've done for you. We didn't quite catch the people who did this, but we caught the one giving the orders at least. You also have to take time to just be a kid too. And I suppose while we're here, might as well say goodbye to the lighthouse keeper too. Hang on a second, I think that's why I keep running into enemies. I still have scent on. Yes, I do still have scent on. Also, it looks like I still lost Death Blow 2, even though it didn't work on that boss. That's interesting to know. Oh, and while I'm here, I guess I can explain what Death Blow 1 does. So, yeah, this one does not break on use, but it's only a 10% chance of instant death. Still, it can be very fun on people with AoE attacks. I think I'll put it on Joshua for now, because on Estelle, Petrify is essentially the same thing, really. Yeah, are you at all harmed after all that? Yeah, I have heard that too much anesthetic can have, well, it can kill you, basically. I think I've seen it read that there's a very fine line between being in a state of general anesthesia and being dead. Just, you know, don't slack off with the lighthouse too much, otherwise ships might crash. Anyway, it's nice to make sure he's okay. I'll see you back at Ruan. Well, that certainly helps. We can see Kana over here at the Bracer Guild. Yeah, she's suffering from the unfortunate effects of falling victim to the Wharf effect. Basically, a major character is established as being very powerful, only to have them beaten effortlessly just to demonstrate how powerful the antagonists are. Yeah, we definitely are. Given that's basically the city of technology in this place, if anyone can work out what that thing is, they can. As you can see here, nothing posted on the bulletin board. Oh, Melvin's up here, though. Yeah, everyone is still being freaked out by that. You have a lot of good stories. Do you have anything to say? So, yeah, his case was kind of like a, basically, mayor in name only, in a sense. Not so much in that he didn't have power, but more that he wasn't really elected, it was just a family thing. But it seems like now Ruan might have actual democracy for once. Yeah, that's gonna have to wait for a bit. So everyone has different thoughts on what's happened. So one more thing that I want to do before leaving Ruan is that if you go back into the mayor's house and go through here, it's not necessary to go here, but it's a nice detail. These areas that we went through during that cutscene are all fully explorable. I mean, yeah, it was an in-engine cutscene, so that's not really that big of a surprise. And you find out that this is actually the drawbridge control unit. You can even go out here to where the sailboat was, and, well, I guess they returned it. But yeah, like I said, not necessary to come here at all, but it's a nice detail that these areas are all fully explorable. And yeah, like I said, we've pretty much done everything we can here, so our only option is to head on over to... Oh, right, okay, forgot about this, but I kind of forgot on purpose and kind of didn't. So, yeah, you actually have to return that fishing rod that we borrowed in order to get the warehouse key. My notes actually say to do that right after returning the warehouse key, but I then found out that you actually can't leave Ruan in Chapter 3 without returning the fishing rod, so I thought I may as well keep it just to show off that little detail. Okay, who do we have to return this to? So yeah, I got to show that off anyway. Return fishing rod. So, yeah, we're, not allowed to steal fishing rods. The game won't let us get away with that, sadly. I still think that's kind of funny. So yeah, like, it was accidentally on purpose. I genuinely did forget to return it after that side quest, but then I realized, you know what, let's leave it until now just so I can show this off. So yeah, let's go to Airleton, finally. So, nice pan over the view of this place, and thankfully it is Cockroach and Duke Dunan free. One of those two is worse than the other, and I'm sure you know which. Yeah, even some undesirable visitors who make things hard for everyone else. Definitely, so I'm glad the orphans are... Wow, she's been everywhere. She's actually ahead of us. You know, if she's been to Roland, it's surprising Estelle doesn't remember her. So of course, once you sign the paperwork and cross over, you won't be coming back to this place for the rest of the game. So make sure you've taken care of all of your business here. And that business would be, I'm going to go ahead and get my notes up and just tell you what you should have before you leave. So, checklist before you leave the Ruan region. You should have the Hex Stave, Basilards, Skull Daggers, Zero Shot X, which don't worry if that's not in your inventory, you automatically return that after completing the Find the Prototype quest. Rapier, Saber, I have that bold and italic in my notes, just to make sure I don't forget that one. Flamberge, and Broad Edge, which is from Agate, so yeah. In fact, you'll probably have left that in your inventory since he left you. For armor, there are only 2 new pieces of armor to find in this chapter, Shield Vest and Battlesuit. For food, oh boy, there's a lot of these. Die Hard Paella, Plucked Herb Tea, Azalea Rose, Slabrious Oatmeal, Wine Steamed Egg, Hot Fried Chicken, Briny Delights, Genus Lunch, Coffee Ice Cream, Orange Ice Cream, Rainbow Jelly Beans, Royal Crepe, and Holy Popcorn. And for books, you should have Liberal News 5 and 6. Liberal News 5 is particularly easy to miss. You have to get that one right after the orphanage fire, but before progressing any further in Chapter 2. And Carnelia Chapters 5 and 6. So, yeah, that's quite a lot of stuff. Let me just quickly check my recipe book to see if I have everything. Oh, Firefly Fungus is an ingredient in Rainbow Jelly Beans. Maybe all that really was onto something. So, I'm pretty confident that I have everything we need. So, let's proceed onwards. And soon we'll be sadly -1 party member. You know what, just in case, I'm pretty sure she leaves all of her quartz with you, but, I might as well go ahead and strip her inventory. I think I'll put the gladiator headband on Joshua for now. And now both of you can safely take battle suits. So let's go ahead and fill out the paperwork. Sadly, no. No, she isn't. So, no paperwork needed for her. Caldia Tunnel is going to be our next destination. Yep, the main road connecting this to Zeiss is actually a cave. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I definitely like a lot of the aspects of this next chapter. And here is that airlet waterfall, built on an ancient aqueduct. Or rather, repurposed from an ancient aqueduct. Though I do always find that when you're using analog sticks, movement down this wall in particular is just kind of... It's actually kind of tricky. You pretty much are forced to move sideways. We were just there a chapter ago. And that right there is the entrance to Caldia Tunnel. not least because of your amazing healing skills, and of course Camphor, that thing is stupidly broken. I will just say, don't worry, we'll have more chances to use that in this game before it gets nerfed in the sequel. And by nerfed, I mean really, really, really nerfed. Probably for good reason, though. That guy literally burned orphanages. I think you're better than him. I really, really, really hope we will! You'd be surprised, though. Pretty sure he goes wherever Kloe does. And good luck to you too with, well, whatever it is you're talking about protecting. I like how Estelle keeps herself turned to Kloe for a while there. Yes, we certainly will. Meanwhile,